there is the belief that, and I've opened up shows after shows about this particular thing, Phyllis, as you know, and guys, you know, is that there might be some kind of serious bias because, wait a second, you guys are wearing a little leather over there, and you wear, let's see, you drive 2 wheels instead of 4 wheels. There's people that miscategorize, they put in this box saying that just because you ride a motorcycle, you're cooking up drugs in the basement.
Absolutely.
Michael wasn't cooking any drugs up in the basement. If anything he was cooking, it may have been a sprocket or putting a chain on a bike or trying to get somebody down the road safely.
That's right.
Or some ham and ham and potatoes and eggs in the morning for the kids.
Yeah, and you guys still do that almost every weekend. There's something going on there. And, you would think out of solidarity, they would have brought the officers into one of those breakfasts and say, hey, listen, we shot the wrong guy. We screwed up. We're sorry. Bare minimal. But you know what? I'm sure you guys have thought about this a million times. Why do you think it is that they won't say they're sorry for his death?
They don't want to accept any responsibility for doing anything wrong.
They don't want it.
It's best to turn it around to a positive thing for them, that they did a good thing.
How could it be a good thing, though? That's the mystery.
But
well, that's how they get themselves medals and promotions. Why aren't they exploring the fact that the shooter told the hostages and the police, if the police come in, he's killing everybody, and yet the police turn around and ran out the door, abandoning their equipment and leaving an extra loaded gun there that if the shooter would have decided to shoot any more people, the police left them an extra gun. And those are the guys that got promoted in awards.
The hasty team, yeah.
You asked why these people would do something like this. They're legends in their own minds. They think they are so above the law, so above everybody, and because they were justified and got away with it, that gave them more permission to go and get these medals and to hand them out and to be the big men on campus around town. They're big shots in their own mind around here.
Hey, Phyllis, are you still there?
Yes, I am. And I just have one thing I would like to say. I wonder sometimes if Hoffer had just one thought, that it was his son that he was shooting at and killed by mistake.
Yes.
How would he feel about that?
That's the way that I look at the news stories when I do show after show, day after day here on this broadcast, is that's the question, and especially with Kate Steinle, who was killed by an illegal immigrant, and he was exonerated from everything and from wrongdoing. It just baffles the mind, and it's got to be some of the same leftist liberal snowflakes in Neenah, Wisconsin, that allow Michael Funk to, go into oblivion with no honor. Well, we're going to honor Michael Funk on the 2nd anniversary and say justice will prevail with a community change organization. It's called Community for Change. It's CCC. And I suggested for the guys, let's bring in 1.5 million bikes into Neenah, Wisconsin. 1.5 million to give Neenah, Wisconsin a proper send-off to Michael Funk with 1 million bikes to come into Neenah. Now, the name of the organization is Committee for Community Change. Community for Community Change, correct?
It's Committee for Cultural Change.
Oh, for cultural change. Okay. All right.
The more people that sign up and that realize that we're doing this and want to join us, then all the voices together, we can do something. Not one, perhaps, but when we all collect together, there's no end to what we might be able to do. And I pray that someday they will hear us in Washington, D.C., and they'll make some real change that matters.
Yeah, and people have to, because if people don't care, and we don't get on the air, and we don't gather together, and we don't hold the legacy of a man who was totally innocent, it's going to happen again. And the only way to be able to understand it is to make it relatable. And as you just said, what if this was your son? What if this was your daughter? See,
I think about that all the time.
Different situation.
What if it were him going through the pain that I'm going through?
It could have been him.
Yeah.
Good point. Guys, you want to add anything before we take a break?
No, but thank you so much for what you've done.
Thank you, Phyllis. We really appreciate that. And God
really
bless you.
Appreciate it. I just hope that the chief is listening, or that Mr. Schimmel from the DOJ is listening, maybe even the mayor of Neenah. They need to know what we have to say. We do exist, and we do matter.
Yeah. Maybe family doesn't mean anything to them.
Apparently not.
Maybe they don't understand the concept.
That's possible.
You know, it's amazing
there
how
has to be an explanation. I don't know what it is, and maybe that's it.
It's amazing they can cover each other's behinds.
Well, one thing we know for sure, there's no conscience among them.
No, but they'll look out for each other, but they're just not looking out for the right people. They're supposed to be what is called a citizen of peace.
Right.
This doesn't seem very peaceful to me.
No, it isn't. I personally, and I appreciate Kay so much, but I wouldn't have the courage that she has to even live in the town.
Yeah, well, she, you know what? But I've known Kay. Kay's got a spine on her, and
I know.
She's worked for the governor. She's worked for a lot of great organizations, and Kay doesn't back down. We call her the bulldog.
She's like a dog with a bone. You're not going to get her to let go.
No, Kay will never do that. She's a fighter. And I know you are, too.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. They're going to know we're not going away, so.
I like it. Well, listen, God bless you, Phyllis. I'm going to allow you to listen to the rest of the show.
Thank you.
God bless you and your family this holiday season. We'll have you back on real soon again.
I appreciate that.
God bless you.
Thank you, Keith, for what you do.
My pleasure. You know, guys, to hear that voice of a mother who got shocking news 2 years ago, I mean, that breaks you. She said, before the broadcast, something changed in her. I think something's changed in all of us. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Eagle Nation has never been the same without Michael.
Tell me about your organization, Kay, and how people can get involved.
Well, the Committee for Cultural Change was put together by a handful of people. It was actually orchestrated by Steve Arado, and Steve got us together one day and said, we're going to do something. We're going to try to make some change here. And putting all of our intelligence together here, we decided that we know that we can't do anything to undo the justice that the Attorney General has already ruled on, but we can strengthen numbers, and we can get together and help other people that are in the same situation that we are. It's been 2 years today. We still are not getting any answers. We're still out there in full force. I emailed the Attorney General again the night before last. I'm going to keep doing that. I know I'm not getting any answers from him, but we're letting him know that we're still out there. We've made contact with a number of people that we find out are in the same situation that we are. And what we want to do is offer help to them.
Yes.
To get together with us to try to get these answers and to let the AG know that
we got to take a break. Hold that thought. We'll be back right after this, live across America in Neenah, Wisconsin.
Anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This kid threw a grenade at us and went right over our vehicle. It was 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms. And the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew is I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it, don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft.
I can say this without question that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
Wounded Warrior Project is the first step, getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
That was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on. To trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire.
Please, call or go online with your gift right now.
For the people is there.
Your American Heritage. The afternoon California sun dappled the waters of the American River in 1848. Jim Marshall stooped down and picked up a bright yellow rock near the shoreline. Sure enough, it was gold, and President Polk announced the find to the nation in December. And so it began. Soldiers deserted the army, crews abandoned ships, merchants closed their stores, and farmers left unharvested crops. The fever had infected America, and the gold rush was on. Stores sold out picks and shovels in hours. Some struck it rich, most did not. And it went on for over 7 years. This has been Don Keyes, looking at the nation through gold-colored glasses, an exciting part of your American heritage.
Keeping your American heritage alive Monday through Friday right here on this station. Brought to you by For the People and ForThePeopleShow.com.
It's 6 a.m. 40 million Americans are waking up to a Gillette shave. And at our factory in Boston, 1,200 workers are starting their day building on over 100 years of heritage, craftsmanship, and innovation. Today, we're bringing you America's #1 shave at lower prices every day, putting money back in the pockets of millions of Americans. As one of those workers, I'm proud to bring you Gillette quality for less, because nobody can beat the men and women of Gillette. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Introducing the official For the People coffee mug, featuring the colorful red, white, and blue For the People logo with Keith Allen on a ceramic 11-ounce coffee mug, perfect for any hot beverage of your choice. This mug is a great reminder of what we stand for: God, country, and family, with conservative values and good old-fashioned common sense. To order your For the People coffee mug, pay just $20 plus $3.99 shipping and handling at ForThePeopleShow.com. That's ForThePeopleShow.com. And enjoy.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate online at carsforkids.com. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll get a vacation voucher and maximum tax deduction.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
We asked our customers, why is Consumer Cellular your choice in wireless?
Consumer Cellular helps me save money. It's simple and easy.
It is reliable.
I like the fact that there are no contracts.
By moving to Consumer Cellular, my cost is 50% less than it was.
They fit the plan to you. I have everything I want with Consumer Cellular. Their customer service is fabulous.
Customers are the #1 priority.
I really feel like they take care of me.
We're proud to have received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer service 3 times in a row.
We really appreciate the AARP discount.
AARP members get exclusive discounts.
It's easy to switch. You could use your own phone and you could use your own number. Wild horses wouldn't drag me away from Consumer Cellular. Go with Consumer Cellular.
You're going to save a lot of money.
Now, for a limited time, get a $20 credit on any new line of service. Call 1-800-918-4704. Go online or visit a Target store today.
Keith Allen and For the People, and we once again remotely via Skype. We say hello to Kay Reitz, Steve Verato, and the gang. It was really nice to hear Phyllis, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were just talking about it. It sounded great to hear Mom talking.
She's a terrific lady.
Yeah, she is. I think it was kind of difficult for Phyllis to come on today. I mean, as a mom, a grandmother, and a great-grandmother, my heart really goes out to her. But